Persona 5 Phantom X. That dropped for us finally. I know you've been playing it a lot. How have you enjoyed it?
Is this the tactics game?
No, that was Tactica.
Okay.
That was Tactica.
So this is just
Persona, but as a gotcha game.
Yep.
So it's still the same. It's still the same Persona
This might be
gameplay
the game
loop
for you, man.
It's not.
I know.
hate Persona.
But like literally, they've changed nothing about the actual Persona formula. It is the same Persona loop, just a little bit more freeform, with gotcha mechanics.
Yeah. Yep. I'm assuming you've only been playing on Steam.
No, I actually
Okay.
am playing it through the Google Play launcher because I don't know what happened to my Steam version. I was playing it and it got to the point where I forget his name, but the Subway Slammer, when he has his
What a
sword,
great name.
when he has that moment where the sword just clicks on and he hits the first woman, like full body checks her.
Yeah.
My Steam was having none of it. He ran up, full body checked her, game just completely crashed.
Really?
And anytime I tried to run it, it would just be an infinite loading.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened there. I just uninstalled it and installed it through the Google Play launcher.
I always forget there's a Google Play launcher. I'm
On
gonna be honest.
PC, yeah.
I forget that's a thing.
I mean, so that's how I'm playing it. I mean, it's working fine. It's actually running smoother than it did on Steam for me. So
Really?
yeah.
Nice.
That's really funny.
Yeah, right. See, I have just been very busy since it's come out, so the only way I've played it actually is on my phone at work.
I mean, from my understanding, it runs fairly smooth on phone.
Not for me.
Not for you? Okay.
Well, I don't have like necessarily an old phone per se. Like, I mean, it's a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra.
Okay.
But like, it's just as time has gone on, dude. I've been encountering just random issues with performance, battery life, whatever. And then come to find out that I guess maybe one reason behind it is that literally like the next model of my phone, which is what Christina has, like Samsung like revamped everything in the S models. So like mine's the last of this certain gen that just kind of stinks.
Gotcha.
So dude, brother, it runs like crap for me, but I'm getting through it. I'm doing it, but man, it's bad.
I've messed with it a little on mobile, and I mean, I haven't had any big issues with it.
But no, like I said, I think that's like specifically a me thing.
Yeah.
I'm like someone else that may have my phone probably runs fine, and I'm on like the lowest settings, dude.
Yeah.
I had to bump that thing down to the lowest settings. So again, it's just probably just my phone. It's not in all 22 ultras, but no, it runs like crap. It's rough. And it's wild, but like normal Persona 5 Royal ran better on my phone than the Phantom X, because I have played Royal on my phone through Game Pass when it was on Game Pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, through cloud. I have done that before. Out of sheer curiosity one day, I think it was when I was doing my first or second playthrough, I was at work and I'm like, can I do this? And I pulled it up and I started playing Royal, going through a dungeon. It worked. It ran better than Phantom X does for me for whatever reason. So that's how I've been playing it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got everything set up on the computer earlier, so I'm actually enjoy it there. But I may go to Google Play Launcher now. I'm kind of nervous.
So have you, in terms of where you've gone to, have you actually going through the dungeon?
I just got to his palace.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the point where we can like fully go in and got the grappling hook. That's where I'm at.
So you haven't got closer yet?
No, I have not got closer yet.
Okay.
Have not got her. So yeah, you are a lot farther than me. So I more so just have general questions for you of just like, well, number one, I am just curious of just like how the story is going so far. Like, have you got past the Subway Slammer?
No, I haven't fully finished chapter 1 yet.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious of the story, and another thing I'm curious of for you, because you play so many gacha games, is like, how's this game, like, how does it feel for you as a gacha game? Because that's something that since I don't do a whole lot of them very often, I was just curious your thoughts on that.
I mean, overall, Phil, it has a lot of content to do. I haven't fully stressed it yet, because in terms of like resources for like farming stuff and whatnot, it doesn't seem bad. I mean, it seems fairly similar to what I'm used to for like the stamina you use for farming all the different XPs for all the different levelings in the game.
Right.
I mean, for a daily grind, for just something you can do real quick, it's not bad. I mean, it recharges within 24 hours. So once you get to late game stuff and you just want to, for farming, and just log on real quick, do it, head off for the day, and you'll come back in like 24 hours, it'll be up again to do. And the fact that the stamina is only tied to the farming aspect, which is sort of nice and at the same time sort of not, depending on how much you keep up with meta play in terms of leveling characters and whatnot. Because all the I say high end in game content, all that stuff, once you unlock it, you can pretty much do it, and it just becomes a thing of team building and strategy. The activity points seem okay for like doing the daily life stuff. Seems fine. I mean, I haven't messed with a whole lot of games that has a separate daily life content like Persona, because like it has like the 20 action points or whatever you get to be able to do the part-time job and things like that. So I mean, I don't know how much that needs to be, how much that's going to get stressed. Since I haven't really used it a whole lot yet, since you use that for increasing like your synergies and things like that.
Yep.
I mean, overall, I'm having fun with it. The thing from my understanding from seeing some of the stuff people were saying about the Chinese version of the game, you can actually do this pretty much free to play and be able to keep up with banner pulls and whatnot. Which I wouldn't agree so far with based how I've been seeing it, because I mean, I haven't lucked out and gotten an early win yet, but I haven't had to spend any money, but I'm pretty much like 2-10 pulls away from pretty much guaranteed of possibly getting a Ren or a different 5-star character, because I don't know if this game does the 50-50 system or something else. I haven't actually looked into the details of that one. Overall, for me as a gacha game, it's solid and fine. I mean, there's no real just like energy wall that blocks you from being able to progress content as quickly as you want. The only issue I do know from people talking about it from the Chinese game is just the level wall, because there's points in the game where it won't let you progress the dungeons or whatnot if you're not a specific account level or level for Wonder. Like the first one is like level 20. Once you get through the stuff you're doing, you can do like a little bit more, and it's just like, all right, you need to hit level 20 before we can let you continue exploring. Which, from my understanding, and originally when it released in Chinese, that was a bit of an issue for the player base, because like they'd hit that leveling wall, but there wasn't enough content and whatnot to be able to easily level enough. So you'd spend several days or so grinding just to get XP for Wonder. But so from what I've seen with at least the global release, it doesn't seem too bad, because even when I hit that level 20 wall, it took me maybe messing around with like 2 side missions before I hit it and I was good to go again.
Nice. One random question I had for you, because I just didn't bother to look it up, and I was just wanting to ask you real quick. Just for clarification, all these Phantom Idols are just like new to this game, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because like that's something I was just curious about with all these new like idols and these new like thieves and stuff. Like, are these for like deep pools that I don't know about?
No.
You know? Okay. I didn't think so, but I wanted to be sure because I did not look it up. I was just curious.
No, literally besides the Phantom Thieves of Heart themselves,
Yeah.
all the idols are pretty much new characters.
That's what I thought.
That, as Mirope said, is literally, it's just people you know and you've come across that
Yeah.
I've taken from your memories of the Sea of Souls to turn them into thieves to help you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because
I was just curious.
like one of the big things, like, because I did watch their production thing for Countdown to Launch on Wednesday, and they explained the Phantom Idols just like, yeah, it's just the people that your MC knows and can use their images for stuff like that. And like, because like the neighbor lady, she's one of them.
Yeah, I saw that.
And like, it's like, it takes the form of them whenever they had the most hope and dreams in their life. And it's her as a teenager, Yaru. And because her weapon's literally just a flashy phone. Because she's a support character. She's she's one of our 2 support characters we have, who's just on the back lines and can do stuff. Which they said that, and all I could think about, one of the characters I'm looking forward to, I don't care if she's good. But the grandma who's nuke damage, because I assume she's a Phantom Idol, because as it stands, we only have and the story based on the Chinese server, there's only actually 5 people part of this Phantom, our new Phantom Thieves group. Am I thinking that? Did I got that count right? No, because I'm not counting Lufel. So 6.
Mhm.
And Grandma's not one of them. So she's a Phantom Idol. So her apparently peak time of hopes and dreams is when she's 60 years old and being a badass. And it is as weird as it sounds, John.
Yeah, I mean, I can only assume.
John is counting it down right now.
But no, overall I've been having fun. I haven't joined in with the standard thing with a new gacha launch of everyone doing just speedrunning to the gacha mechanic, doing quick pulls and then dipping out, resetting your account to do it again, just to get the most optimal pulls for teams. Because I found that funny. Like on day 2, they had to put a limit of you can only make 100 accounts a day, just because people were doing it so quickly and rapidly. It was bogging down the profile creation.
Really? That's
Yeah.
funny.
So they had to limit it to people can only make 100 accounts a day, 100 new accounts whenever you delete your cache or whatnot. Because everyone was trying to run the optimal, get either double Anne, and Yao Ling, and then just try and roll for an early Ren.
The fact they had to put a cap on it, on how many accounts you could make, is funny.
I mean, it didn't surprise me because I saw that and I went, all right, guys, y'all are going a bit crazy, but I understand why.
No.
Because I did it at one point with a gotcha game, but I don't bother now because I'm gonna collect them all, so
Right.
I don't really care.
I think I also just really think it's funny with the approach for the game with the menaces. Like once we get we're kind of getting into the meat and potatoes of it, and it's just like the subway slammer. I'm just like, this is amazing. This is so stupid. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, for any Persona fans, in terms, you may not be getting the most interesting of villains going forward, because from my understanding, from what some people said, I don't know what the actual consensus of it was. Is our first dungeon pretty fun. The second dungeon that's going to be coming up here in a couple weeks, sort of mid, and then it comes back up a little bit with the third dungeon.
It's so funny.
But it is more or less just like these sort of morally bad villains. Instead, we just got, they're assholes. It's the equivalent of them. All of them are just, they're assholes.
Yeah, that's all it is. They're just jerks, complete and utter jerks.
Even
to push, moms downstairs with their baby. Just jerks.
Well, that one's a bit extreme.
Yeah,
that one's a bit extreme. That's more that's more than an asshole. That's an actual.
That's a menace.
No, that's more than a menace. That's an actual criminal. You need to go to jail. Hey,
But it was an accident. Busy station. So stupid.
But again, that was also the whole thing of our character Wonder. He sees a vision of this. So this is like the accumulation. If they just let him continue on, it's going to lead to this woman falling down the stairs and her baby dying.
Yep.
The worst he's done so far is he full body checked one of our character's close friends who pushed out of the way, fully sending her flying over the barrier of the platform to the subway tracks, hitting her over to the tracks.
Yep.
And it's one of those things where it's like, this is the point in the game story where you're just like, okay, he should be going to jail, but because of the whole backstory setting of the whole, something's taking people's hopes and wills to be able to want to have any kind of drive or anything, desires to do anything. Everyone's just like, oh, it was just an accident. He didn't just fully sprint into this girl, hitting her just full body on like he was doing a freaking tryouts for the rugby team. No, it was completely an accident. We can't do anything about it. I'm just like, all right, game. I mean, I understand your whole setting and whatnot, but still at the same time, I was like, you could give us a little bit. They can be us like, at least be like, all right, we're going to investigate. We take him at least in custody. And was like, well, we couldn't find anything. At least give us a little bit here. Instead of just be like, sorry, man, we can't do anything. It was just a busy rush during the subway.
Yeah, what do you expect? It's busy in here. Did you see the image I sent you about
Yes.
the Subway Slammer? Yeah, someone made a meme about it where it's like the Subway Slammer has the pettiness of Dio, the writing of Aaron, the genius of Aizen, and the aura of Sakuna. And I'm just like this, and it's like all that together makes the Subway Slammer. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, so stupid.
Yeah, the character, the antagonist characters we're gonna get are gonna be someone interesting. It's definitely gonna be some might say a downgrade from the usual Persona antagonist,
Right.
but some may say improvement,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
depending on your point of view. In my current thing of the chapter 1 villain,
Yeah, right. I love it because of how stupid it is, but I'm with you of the all right, but yeah, I'm here for stupid shit,
Yeah.
and it's stupid, and I love it. What sold me was when they said the name, the Subway Slammer. I'm like, God bless, guys, what are we doing? But I mean,
have you actually seen his shadow form yet?
No, I haven't yet.
It's literally just a ripped full pecs version of him in a baseball outfit
I figured
with just like the center completely open, showing off his chest hair and
Nice,
full on
nice.
muscles, and just going down. And it's like, you're like borderline stealing Kamoshida's look. In terms of when he was a PE teacher, not like his shadow version, because his shadow version was a freak. But
Yeah, true. No, I have not seen it yet. Hopefully, we'll get to see it soon.
you should, because it's
Like I said, I've been busy. I wish I could have played more, but I just haven't. I've been busy. I've only been playing the little bit of work that I've gotten to do, and then I got stuff set up earlier on Steam, and that was it. That's all I've done so far. I will say I've enjoyed like the interactions between characters, like between Wonder and Cattle.
Lufo.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed their interactions and just how they bounce off each other and how you can bounce off each other. I just view them as like a dumb detective duo in a way.
They're business partners.
Yeah, they're just a dumb pair of business partners. They're the other guys. Like that's what I see when I see this. I see the other guys from the movie, and I'm just like, I love it.
I do enjoy the fact that Lufel is just as oblivious to the metaverse as Morgana is.
Yeah, right.
Both these animals are somehow awakened thanks to the metaverse, and both of them know jack all.
Yep.
They know just enough to get you part of it.
Yeah, just to get you by, and that's about it. So, like I said, I've enjoyed the interactions between them. It's been really funny, just the kind of back and forth and the options you can pick. So, I'm looking forward to getting the chance to actually, I guess, talk to the other characters more, right? Because I just haven't. But I mean, I think the cast we've got so far is pretty interesting.
See, the thing I found really funny is because Persona is just embracing the harem dating simulator allegations, because literally all the synergy bonds besides Lufel are all women.
Really?
Yep, every single one's a female character.
That's funny. I didn't notice that. Actually, know what? Now, because you can see who all you can get synergy with before you get them. Now that you mention it, yeah. When I went through there, you're right. they were all just the females.
All women and an owl.
Right? Jesus Christ, game. Yeah, they're really leaning into that, aren't they?
They're not beating the harem allegations.
No, not today. They're not.
Also, during their like whole countdown live streams, like, we're also gonna make sure we have seasonal events, and we're like, and they're not just gonna be like minor things; they'll be like full events, especially Valentine's Day. We know y'all are all gonna be waiting for that.
Oh God.
And I'm just like, all right, I'm out. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this event.
Come on, you got to do the event, dude.
I mean, if Grandma's around by then, sure, I'll pick Grandma.
He's here for Grandma. Here we go.
I don't know her character, but I assume just her badass aura from the stuff I saw
Right.
during her Chinese release. I'm full in with it.
Yeah. That's great.
And then the fact that the freebie first Phantom Idol, you get the ice chick.
Yep.
I'm not even sure if her content's in the game yet.
Really?
Because I've yet to see her unless it's like towards the end of chapter 1. Because she's sure as heck not one of the synergy bonds. And I'm pretty sure one of the characters I have, Riddle, who's a little girl, is your the convenience store lady you work with.
Mhm.
So you get a phantom model of her child self.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's a psychic character who
Nice.
sends robots to attack people.
Love that. We love robots here. So
They're derpy robots too.
they're what now?
They're derpy robots too.
We love derpy robots. No, I mean, like I said, it's been fun so far. Dude, it's been popping off too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, because it like already became like Atlas's third highest played game on Steam. Only behind, I think it was what, Metaphor and P3R, I think was their top two. So past and then so past P5R, so shout out to that. But yeah, no, I mean, it's had some really steady player counts since it's dropped. Like it's been a very popular release for them. It's crazy.
I mean, it's legitimately just a Persona game with gacha mechanics and some stamina stuff. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's literally taking place during the Persona 5 timeline, which for the P5 original protag Rin, he's got to be all kinds of confused because the casino playthroughs changed like 4 times. First time he's just trying to escape to get captured by police. And then he gets captured. Then there's the whole. Now there's randomly a point where Kasumi saves me, and she does literally nothing else during the rest of P5 besides save me. And then we do her own thing after all the events. But
yeah,
hey, Kasumi.
basically.
And now randomly, before he even gets to the Kasumi part, he gets attacked by this random other Persona user out of nowhere, who's trying to take him out before he even can get to Kasumi. Like, Rin's got 3 different timelines, and he doesn't know which one he's part of.
Right. That poor dude. Yeah, it's like, we kick off with the story, and it's just like, okay, so it's just Persona 5 here to start. It's like, all right, where's Wonder gonna come in and mess everything up?
Right after you do the tutorial fight with Arsene, as Joker's trying to go walk up the stairs, just some mysterious guy takes a shot at me.
Yeah, right. No, like I said, it's been fun so far, man, and it's been popping off. So I'm glad to see that, and I'm happy to hear that. From the longer that you've played on it, it's been overall pretty positive experience because like I just don't have long on it, but
Yeah.
I want to play more.
I mean, if you like Persona, I mean, as long as you like Persona and you don't mind gacha mechanics, you should have a pretty fun time with this game.
I feel like it's one of those games that like it's just good to kind of pop on every day, play a little bit, kind of thing. Unless you're just a diehard like gacha guy.
Yeah.
And, like someone like me, it's gonna be good to kind of just pop on every day, play it for a little bit, and hop off, kind of thing. So yeah, no, I mean it's been fun so far.
The funniest thing I think to me is that they added a world chat, which was a wild choice, mind you. And the fact that, did you change your character's name or did you do default?
I changed my character name. Yeah,
because that's how you're seen as in the world chat. So there's so many Nagisa Kamoshitos just because people just default names.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
So there's like, I'll look in world chat and sometimes there'll be like 6 Nagisa Kamoshitos talking to each other. I was like, all right, guys.
All right, have fun with your conversation.
I was like,
have fun, brothers.
Wait a bubble conversation this.
Right.
And then we had John Persona 1 through 5. What in the world? There's John
that was his character name.
That was several people's character name was John Persona. And,
I've seen some dumb shit like that too.
And
yeah.
I'm assuming it's in reference to the Helldiver, whose name I'm pretty sure it's just John in the Helldiver.
Isn't Chief's name also John? Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I thought. Could also be that too.
Not be that, but
yeah, could be Chief too. I don't know. So. Oh, that's funny that they add the world chat. And it's just like whatever name you enter for Wonder. It's like you have a because there's some people that's just like,
oh, they're just going to default.
They're just going to default the name, because they're like, oh, that's the character's name or whatever the case.
Yeah,
is.
because there's a side quest for you to join what they call Campinos, which are the guilds, and the guild I joined just to clear it and get through the task stuff. There's 11 members. 6 of them are Nagisa Kamoshito.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, no, I always do some sort of original name personally, so that's funny. Did you do original name?
No.
Oh, so
Oh no, I did original. Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't default. No.
Okay, it didn't default. Gotcha. Okay, that's good. So, I can spot you in chat then,
Yeah.
unlike everyone else. All right, let's shout out a sponsor. Let's shout out some Rogue Energy. Use the referral link down below, promo code Sparky3 to get 10% off your order. Doesn't matter if you're picking up Hydration Chill or the energy powder or can. They're all fantastic. We recommend them all. And getting promo code Sparky3, we'll give you 10% off on everything. If they got a better sale going on, no big deal. Just use the referral link down below, and you're going to still help out the brand. Again,
Also,
check out some Rogue Energy.
I hope you don't use that for a clip to explain Phantom X because we didn't explain it at all. We just talked about it.
Yeah, I know. We just talked about it. No, I was trying to reach some form of stopping point because I messed up. I was supposed to leave my key for Christina, and I forgot. And she just texted me. So you two chat. I'll be right back.
I mean, Zach, you did explain the Persona game. It's Persona with gacha mechanics.
I mean, it is at the base of it, but in terms of like any kind of like deep dive or whatnot, we did jack all there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be the one to say, yeah, go explain some more. But I mean, I can imagine, just like from the little life played of Persona, I can only assume it's something similar, just with not as deep of characters necessarily.
Yeah, you could probably say that because I mean, there is specific characters as I mentioned, like the synergy
Yeah.
bonds, which work as like the confidants
Yeah,
in this one.
I'm more mean like because like the villain sections of Persona games are usually you expect a little more too.
Yeah,
So
I mean they got quite a bit in it of sort of compressing it, but at the same time, just if you're used to like how Persona 5 did it, it's sort of weird.
I did actually have a question for you about
What's
it.
up?
Because it does have you said it has like stamina mechanics in that.
Yeah.
Is that for specific things in the game? Like, can you just play the game for however long you want to during a single day, or are you limited by stamina?
So you can play the game as far as you want in a single day. Stamina is only for farming materials, for leveling materials, and then there's the activity points which are separate, which is what allows you to do the daily life stuff.
Okay. Because I've played some game. Granted, it's been years since I like actually got into a gacha game.
Yeah.
But the ones that I used to play, you were very much like
Limited to-
everything you
yep.
did was stamina related.
Yes. Like a good one would be like Fate Grand Order. That one's stamina specific. No, it's one of the better ones because Fate Grand Order and like events and whatnot just give out stamina recharging items like candy. Because like if I go on my FGO account, I could play for an entire day with no issue because I probably have like thousands of energy items.
Yeah, that was similar to ones that I used to play. It was like they had like because they had like in-game ways to actually build it. But I guess the kind of more the new age of gacha games aren't necessarily stamina based as much.
Some still are, but yeah, usually stamina is usually just a mechanic for
Yeah.
mats farming a lot of times now.
Nice.
Because yeah, the only real stopping factor for playing P5X is, as I mentioned, the level wall that'll just hit you on the main quest. It'll be like, all right, you can't progress until you hit this level.
Yeah, you just play casually as you want to, and then you get told go grind.
Yeah, go grind and have fun. Have a blast.
Not if you're grinding.
Yeah, right. What all did you want to dive into with P5X? I don't know what happened in the couple minutes I was gone, or the minute I was gone.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to do a dive. I wouldn't throw up that segment as a, hey, P5X explanation. This is a P5X discussion, so if you don't know anything about it, don't watch this video because it may not help.
Oh, that's gonna be a clip, brother. That's gonna be a clip, brother. We don't do any extra
Zach,
back
we
work right
we
there.
hardly ever explain the games that we talk.
You know, that is true. We're not very good about that. Sometimes we are.
There's times where I've caught myself like 10 minutes into like talking about the game to be like, I never explained what this game was. And then
If it's a new game, I usually try to.
You're probably the best out of us.
I
Yeah.
try, but you know me, I I ramble about 17 different paths
Yes.
during one explanation.
Yeah.
This was a Persona Gacha game, so I didn't really care a whole lot.
Yeah. Which is that's fair. That's fair. You know. You're
For
like,
anyone who knows anything about Persona, what I said will make somewhat sense.
Yeah.
For anyone who knows nothing about Persona, good luck.
Yeah. Good luck. Have fun.
Hey, you can go on the deeper dive next week when you got more time in.
Do we have more time next
I
week?
have no clue. What do we have next week?
No, when you have more time in the game.
Oh, that's fair too. That's fair too. And I'll have more time in the game by then too. Hopefully, playing at work and stuff.
Because I mean, your partner in talking about it didn't play the game.
I was busy.
Well, I'm going to hit
I'm
the end of
just saying.
chapter 1, then I'm going to be finishing up Zenless stuff because I haven't messed with any of the second half of 2.0 for Zenless.
Yeah,
So I got
that's
stuff
the other
building up.
thing. Like you were talking about, like playing it. I'm like, dude, you got like 4 different Gacha games you play.
I only got
That's true.
2 main ones, though I do need to get on Star Rail because the Fate Grand Order collab's happening right now. So I need to go do the Holy Grail War.
Do you is that pretty much all you do now? Is just Zenless and I guess now Persona? When was the last time you played
Yeah,
like
you-
Wuthering Waves or something like that?
Like 3 weeks ago.
It's not bad.
Yeah, just all you gotta do is look at Discord, and it's just Zenless.
Yeah, it is Zenless. a lot.
Zenless is my main one.
Yeah, Zenless is your game, man. I respect.
If anything, I will make sure I go and do my dailies on Zenless,
Yeah,
which are very simple. It takes maybe 5 minutes.
right. There you go. Go hop on Zenless and have fun. So shout out.
Literally, when I get on Zenless now, I have my Zenless sound on mute, and I just play an audiobook for like the 10 minutes I do my daily stuff in Zenless.
Nice. Good use of time. Good use of time. I respect that. Man, I gotta get back to some
Man,
audiobooks.
it's been a while since I've played like a live service game where I have to do my dailies and shit on there. Man, when the next one comes out that gets me, it's gonna be rough getting back into that swing.
That's why Zenless is great. Its dailies are stupidly easy.
Yeah.
Because people make memes about it all the time for comparing Genshin Impact dailies versus Zenless dailies.
I just think back to when I was playing Lost Ark, where I'd have like
Oh yeah.
six or 7 different characters.
Yep.
And it's like I'd get home, I'd play for 3.5 hours. I go, okay, I got my dailies done.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Man, shout out to all the times where it's like the weekly segment of all right, here's John's update on X live service game he's playing.
No, it's actually sort of funny. So with Zenless coming onto Xbox, I attempted to try and start a second account, forgetting I had attached my Hoyo account to my Xbox account.
Mhm.
So I loaded up Zenless, launched it, and instead of getting the opening movie I was expecting, it just took me to the Yinquei Summit Temple, and my console then began to explode me with like 30 achievements.
Really?
Because it went
That's great.
because it went, oh, you have all this stuff.
Ding, 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 ding. That's amazing. That's
Dude,
so funny.
It's not quite the same, but like because I've been on my Xbox recently,
Yeah.
like playing the altars and stuff, I forget that because I have the PC launcher as well,
Mhm.
I'll be playing. The PC launcher actually pops achievements.
Yes, it does.
before The Xbox does. So it's like I'd be playing it, but it's like I always have my sound on my PC because I don't use headphones most
Yeah.
of the time. So I'll just be playing and I hear the achievement pop sound there, and then like 10 seconds later it pops here. And I'm just like, man, every time I get on my Xbox now, I'm like, man, I gotta turn the sound off on one of these.
I do feel that because like I'll be playing on my Series X, get an achievement, and then I'll just hear a pop over the computer. I'll just look over. I'm like, oh, and it pops up here. I'm like, oh. So I do feel you on that.
That's
yeah.
why I logged off of my Xbox account on my PC because I got tired of that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I don't do it just because I bounce between the two of them so
Oh yeah,
often.
I understand why you don't.
I gotta at some point go in and mute that
Right,
if I
right.
know I'm gonna be on my Xbox.
Yep.